Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm just going to take you through a sequence that we've been doing in my online practices this week. I've been doing online yoga throughout lockdown, and I just developed this little sequence, this Warrior One sequence, and I just thought I'd give you a little introduction into my yoga. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees. Bring your hands about shoulder width apart, spread your fingers wide. Press down into the pads at the tips of the fingers and around the edge of the palm. Then bring your weight forward so the shoulders sit over the wrists. Take your knees just behind your hips and hip distance apart. Take a breath in, look up, tuck the toes under, and as you exhale, come into downward facing dog. So we're already warm. I've warmed up. We've done a yoga practice this morning. So you wouldn't go straight into this. Maybe do a couple of sun salutations to warm yourself up first. And then raise your right leg, three-leg dog. So try to ground your inner left foot and take your inner left thigh back towards the back of the mat. Turn the right foot down, so the right toe is pointing, the right little toe is pointing down towards the mat. Look forwards, bring that foot all the way through to the front of the mat. Hop your back foot in a little bit closer, bring that heel to the floor. And make sure that the left foot is further over to the left. The toes are either facing forward or just turning out slightly towards the front left corner of the mat. Bend your front knee, and as you inhale, come up slowly into Warrior One, Virabhadasana 1. So the front knee over or just behind the ankle, and the knee lining up with the middle of the foot. Arms and shoulders back. So this is our Warrior One, Virabhadasana 1. And from here, we're going to do a series of lunges. So we lift the back heel and hop the back foot forward, bringing the knee to the chest, and the arms come into the waist and the hands in fists. Step back into that lunge as we exhale. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Don't take the back heel down. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Now ground the back foot. Bring the hands onto the hips. Straighten your front leg. Press that front foot into the floor, put it towards the back of the mat, and the left foot pulls towards the front of the mat. That squares the pelvis. Bring your hands into your back, into prayer. So reverse prayer, or if you can't take reverse prayer, bring your hands to the opposite elbows. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, fold forwards. So just bringing your chest more or less parallel to the floor. Press the hands together and still keep that energy in the legs. So pulling that front foot back, the back foot pulls forwards. Eye gaze straight down. Now release the hands and bring the hands either side of the front foot. Come onto fingertips, look up. And then soften the belly over the thigh. If you struggle to get the hands to the floor, you can use props. You can use your hands on blocks or props either side of the front foot. Or even, if you haven't got anything and you can't keep that front leg straight, bring the hands onto your shin, but just have a little micro bend in the knee so you're not hyperextending. And then bend your front knee again. And inhale, come back into Warrior One. Just for a moment, bend that front knee more, pressing down into the outer edge of the back foot and the back heel. Now bring your hands into prayer. So this time the thumbs come into the sternum, shoulders relaxed. Lift your back heel, we're coming into Warrior 3. So step up, straighten in your right leg as you tip the body forwards and roll your left hip over so the hip is pointing down, the toes of the back foot pointing down. One more breath in. The hands come to the floor, the back leg lifts higher, standing splits. Walk your hands in towards your right foot, if you can. Maybe the right hand can come to the ankle, and you pull the nose in towards the knee. Left leg lifted, push into the ball of that foot, so lots of energy in the toes. One more breath in. And then exhale, bring the feet together at the front of your mat and fold forwards. Inhale, halfway up, hands to shins or thighs, look up. Exhale, fold. Open your arms. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Big stretch. And exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. Standing on your left leg. So we're just going to change leg. We were standing on the right leg there. So we're standing on the left leg now. So really ground down into that left foot. Lift your right knee. Lift your right heel. And then lift that knee up in front. And take your hand to the knee. So you have an option. You can either take the knee out to the side and bring your left arm up. Or you can take the two fingers to the big toe or the hand to the outer foot. Extend the leg forwards and out. And then hold for a few breaths. When you've been in that pose for a few moments, you might be able to just take that leg back a little bit more and lift it up a little bit more. One more breath in. And then bring the leg back as you exhale and lower the foot to the floor and bring your hands back into prayer. My sun salutation with this practice has a little bit of balance in it. Inhale, arms overhead, lift onto the balls of the feet. As you exhale, lower, bend your knees, press your hands down. And then turn your palms up. Inhale, come all the way back up. Ground the heels, exhale, fold forward into Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank. On your next exhale, lower. You can either bring the knees down first or you lower in Chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Drag the feet and hips or the feet towards the front of the mat if you're in upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg. So again, little toe down. Try to ground your inner right foot. Take your inner right thigh back. Look forwards, bring that foot all the way to the front of the mat. That foot comes in a little to get the heel down. Right foot further over to the right. And then deep bend in your front knee. Inhale, warrior one, second side. Exhale, bend your front knee more. Scoop under with this left sitting bone so the hip stays in line with the knee. The knee lines up with the middle of the foot. Press down into the outer edge of the back foot and the back heel. Here come those lunges again. Lift the back heel, inhale, knee to chest, arms into the waist, hands in fists. Exhale, step back to the lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, one more. Inhale. And exhale. Back heel to the floor. Hands to hips. Straighten your front leg. So again, just press that left foot into the floor, pull it back. Right foot into the floor, pull it forward so you square the hips. And then bring the hands behind the back into reverse prayer. Or if you take the hands to the opposite elbows, change them over so your other hand is on your other elbow. It feels slightly out of your comfort zone. Now take a breath in. And as you exhale, fold forwards. So again, shoulders back, chin tucked in, eye gaze straight down by the side of your left foot. And keep pulling that left foot back. So you've got the energy in the left leg. Now try pressing your hands together. So if you've got your hands in reverse prayer, press your hands firmly together so you can feel your arms, your shoulders, your upper back active. Hands to opposite elbows, try pulling them apart. Keep the hands on the elbows and just try pulling your arms apart. You get that same sensation. Now release the hands, bring them to the floor or onto blocks or onto your front shin. Inhale, come up, look up. Exhale, fold, belly to thigh, soften. Let everything go. Now bend your front knee again. And as you inhale, come back up into Warrior One. Exhale, bend your front knee again. Now the hands come into prayer, the thumbs come into your sternum, roll the shoulders back, lift your back heel. So setting up for Virabhadasana 3, step up, straighten the left leg, turn the toes of the right foot down. That foot should be about hip height. And the right hip pointing down, not out to the right side of your mat. Eye gaze straight down. One more breath in. And now exhale, hands to the floor, lift that right leg higher, drop the head, walk your hands towards your left foot, left hand to ankle, nose to knee. So activate your right foot, push through the ball of that foot, spread your toes out. One more breath in, lift that leg higher. And as you exhale, look down, bring the hands down, and bring the feet together at the front of your mat, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway up, look up. Exhale, fold. Open your arms. Inhale, come all the way up, big stretch. And exhale, hands back to your heart. So again, we change leg, coming into our tree, our variation on tree. So we're standing on the right leg, lift the left heel, hands onto the hips. And then float your left knee up. So the left hand comes to the knee comes out to the side, right arm up. Or you can take 2 fingers to the big toe or hand to the outer foot, extend the leg forwards and out. Really important that the right leg is straight. Left leg not so much, but the right leg is straight. When you've been here a little while longer, maybe that leg can come back a little bit more or lift a little bit higher. Good, and one more breath in. Exhale, bring the leg forwards, bend the knee, and bring your hands back together at your heart. Thank you for joining me. If you want to know more, you can send me a message at mandy.crook@hotmail.com or look on my website, mandyyoga.co.uk. Namaste.